darling angel. Girl, you're my friend when I'm in need. Hey,
girl, it's part of my behavior. Say I'm a savior.
You must be sent from up above.
And you appear to me so tender. Say, girl, I surrender.
Thanks for giving me your love.
Girl, in spite of my behavior, you are my savior.
You must be sent from up above.
And you appear to me so tender. Well, girl, I surrender.
So thanks for giving me your love.
All of is one big party when you're still young. And who's gonna have your back when it's all done? It's all good when you live for your pure fun. Can't be a fool, son. What about the long run? Looking back, shorty, always a mention. Say me not giving her much attention. She was there to my incarceration. I wanna show the nation my appreciation.
348 89.7 FM. We give you everything to the max. No holding back. We're going all out. And welcome once book via YouTube. Do send your messages through. Let me just remind you of the number on WhatsApp or via WhatsApp 0506 367 196. I'm in good company. And thanks for tuning in, for staying tuned. Hope you had a great time with the brand earlier. It's been a good day. From Sports Pack 1, Hot Ice, Sports Pack 2, time for the Sports Drive. And I'm in great company. In a moment, we'll meet Nanaisi Williston. Champion. You know, when you hear champion, guys think it's always reserved for men. Champion seems to be masculine. Think Serena Williams. Yeah, think Serena Williams. Isn't she a champion? But of course, it's Naomi Osaka who's a new champion. Her second US Open. Congratulations to her. Did you see what she was doing though? Throughout the US Open and every round, she would send out a message, of course. Black Lives Matter. But in a very classy, powerful way. With a nose mask. It's 3:51. It's a Sports Drive. There's a lot to talk to you about. And before Dr. Pomadu also joins us later on, why don't I give you a good deal? TCL Deal of the Week promo is back. Get a TCL on IMAX air conditioner and enjoy a super cool discount with free installation. Genuine AC is covered by a 3 years warranty. Outstanding energy efficiency. Ultra silent operation, stylish design with the copper pipes, an auto power protection feature, and many more features. Available now in all TCL showrooms nationwide, or just online at tclghana.com. Why don't you call any of these numbers? 02026 98 398 or 0596 913 298. You can also reach us on 0546 257 983.
Max FM. Max FM. 89.7.
Right, pay less and watch more. Only on Star Times. The Spanish La Liga is home on Star Times. Watch Lionel Messi and a galaxy of football stars from La Liga through you to the best of football on Star Times. With as low as 70 Ghana CD subscription, you can enjoy the La Liga, UEFA Nations League, Europa League, Emirates FA Cup, MLS, NBA, and more on Star Times. The most affordable pay TV operator in Africa, no doubt. Get the Star Times full kit, decoder, dish, cable, and LNB, plus 1 month free Super Bouquet subscription for only 140 Ghana cedis, and enjoy the action. I know you're interested. Don't waste time. Call now. The hotline is open. Has been activated, I should say. 0242 437 888 888. You can even send us a WhatsApp on 055 3511 993. Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Max FM. Max FM. 89.7.
Rough Riders. Yeah, yo. I'm the fella with the perpetual oyster bars, mother of pearl delivery, voice of God, and it's hard just being the boss, B, and I can't go to jail cause them years have cost me. Don't get me wrong and lay something down if you force me. I'd rather just sit back and roll a Dutch. Think about how I'ma put the game in the Cobra clutch. Think about how I'ma get the game over customs. Never underestimate killers or over trust them. Yeah, them M's is right in my face. I just gotta throw my Timbs on and tighten my lace. If it don't jam, the tech will spray. When I spit, everybody gotta split like pepper spray. Cause I'm a brother that hate to settle. And I'm a man of the Lord, but I still can't shake the devil. Moved away and still can't escape the ghetto.
The time to talk is up, so bring the heat like time is over. While you're running your mouth, creeping up over your shoulder. A gun, a knife, a bat, a stick, anything I can get my hands on. All my bluffs start acting up and out. You underground.
I know how to get my peers off me, make them cry and die from high blood pressure, cause tears are salty. It's a symptom if you bop in your head, you know that he's sick, you know the flow is ridiculous. Now throw him a grip, when I get it, you already know I'm throwing them bricks. Putting purple everywhere, daddy, I'm throwing them nicks. That's right, homie, you can't move me, I ain't going nowhere, I'm in the hood like bootleg movies. All you shooting is the breeze, a bootleg Uzi. I'm just waiting on the cue like Susie, don't lose me. These penitentiary chances that I take, should be able to get the mansion by the lake. But I invest my bread into something else that'll make something else. You just gotta feel the kid, if not rap for the fact of how rarely is. What up?
The time to talk is up, so bring the heat like time is over. While you're running your mouth, creeping up over your shoulder. A gun, a knife, a bat, a brick, anything I can get my hands on. All my bluff start acting up and out.
Yeah. Hey yo, the hood know the champ is in here. He took it from smack to rap, now he put out 2 anthems a year. And I just wanna rock for a century and then chase the book with the documentary. If you can't do nothing other than flow, life's a like the mother from Blow. Let's go, don't make me put your heart in your lap. Forget riding the beat, daddy. I parallel park on the track. Hop out looking crispy, fresh and new. In the 6, but it's a BM and it's Pepsi Blue. And I don't know you, but I know a man becomes a man from all the shit that he go through. Y'all ain't nothing adjacent. After I cash in, it's really no justification of how I'm gonna change the game. So don't get out of line, cause this little 9 to change your frame. What up?
The time to talk is up, so bring the heat like time is over.
The late Nate Dogg
Creeping up over your shoulder.
with Jadakiss. Some say Jadakiss.
Brick in
It's okay,
my hand.
as long as the kiss is in there.
Yeah,
I don't know about you.
fella with the
A
perpetual
man is shaped by all that he goes through.
delivery. Voice
But what about a woman?
is hard, just
We have a lovely lady here in the studio.
jail, cause them years
A real icon. She's an ambassador,
if you force me
a heroine.
to just sit back and roll a Dutch. Think about how I'ma put the game in the Cobra clutch.
Yeah, a mentor,
Overcut
a role model.
estimate killers are over.
She ain't no slave queen.
Them M's is right, my face.
She's a queen though,
Got my Timbs on and tighten my lace. If it
and she has a very inspirational story to share with us.
gotta split like
And guess what? She says, attention,
settle
stand up.
the Lord, but I still
I will stand as soon as I've done this part.
can't escape the
I need to be positioned to,
The time to talk
with the help of La Posta, manage
is over.
the console here.
Running your
But
mouth
she's on her feet.
over your
And if you're watching us live on Facebook, yes, that's her.
anything I can get
Nana AC Williston, give us a wave.
acting up and out.
Woo, woo.
Underground.
Yeah, very energetic.
tears off me, make them cry and die from high blood pressure, cause tears are salty. It's a symptom if you bop in your head, you know that he's sick, you know the flow is ridiculous. Now
So what is your claim to fame?
Already know.
She does not claim any fame.
with daddy, I'm blowing them niggas.
She's just made it.
Homie, you can't move me, I ain't going nowhere, I'm in the hood like
Let's find out
all you shooting is the
what she has to tell us.
Uzi. I'm just waiting on the cue like Susie, don't lose me. These penitentiary chances that
Akwaba, good afternoon. How you doing?
Good afternoon, yeah. I've
Yes.
lost my voice, people.
What happened? Why did you lose your voice?
I had like 4 speaking engagements, like back to back
Wow.
in 2 weeks.
Wow. I mean, you're doing well. You're doing well. I mean, when I first heard my good brother and friend Elijah saying, you know, I'm going to get Nana AC to come through, I said, yeah, great. Excellent. What are we going to talk about? There's so much to talk about, isn't there? And I'm not going to restrict it at all. But first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't want to tell our listeners who you are, what you do. You know, I there's so much. I don't want to limit it, you know, but tell us a bit about yourself. And why you're standing.
Okay, people, like, I feel limited when I
Right,
sit.
uh-huh.
And usually, you know, my knees are not equal, so when I say I have to either extend the leg,
Mm-hmm.
I need to adjust. But when I stand, like, it's my best posture,
Right.
it's the best position.
Yeah, you look ready to, you know, go for it. You know, awesome. Yeah. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, where should I start?
Exactly. Anywhere. You can start in the middle as long as we go back to the beginning to get, you know, the whole story.
All right. Hello, people. Hope everybody is well and whatever you're doing out there. I mean, you were gingered to do it. You're all right. You just getting your groove on, whatever it is. Shout out to the pure water sellers, all the hawkers on the street.
Right.
Shooters Pub, yes, shout outs to you all. Tonight is the, what we call it, night. Karaoke reopening night. I'm sorry I'm not in Takwa, but I'll be back next week. Nandesi, I am a disability advocate and I'm so privileged to have a couple of impairments to know how it feels. And I think I was created for this job to be there for disabled people, to work with them, to support them, and to fight with the comrades, as
Right.
I always say.
You know, you said something which is remarkable. You said you're privileged to have some disabilities.
Yeah, a number of them.
Right. and the word privileged, and in the context you've used it just strikes home, doesn't it? I mean, people say privileged, but then you're saying that based on what you've been able to do, the lives you've impacted, the experiences you've had, and the people you've met.
Yes.
In all of this. Where did the journey begin for you?
It began from, they said charity begins at home.
Right.
So my little home in Kumasi, with my family, very big one, cousins, and then a couple of aunties. And, you know, going to primary school, I didn't really, I always say this, I didn't really know disability until I got to high school, because I did everything. I was riding bicycle, playing basketball, I mean, getting a couple of bruises. I got to know later that, you know, bicycle is not for me because you need two equal legs. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't have that. So I quit that one. But I played basketball until secondary school, when one teacher actually disabled me mentally.
Right.
As in, she told me I can't play basketball
Why?
because I wear a prosthetic and it makes people uncomfortable. Not that I wasn't qualified to play,
It makes others.
but she put it this way, and I'm going to quote her. I'm sorry, you have to look for another sport because the girls are watched too much when you are on the team, and some of them are uncomfortable.
Wow.
So, I mean, when nobody has ever told you you cannot do anything, and at the age of 14 or 15, all of a sudden, somebody tells you you cannot do it. I mean, as I always say, disability is a social construct. What society puts out there is what disabled people take up.
Interesting.
So she just made me start thinking I can't play basketball. I quit and I started hating it. I can't do a lot of things that I decided to do. And until after secondary school, SHS, life was, it's like all of a sudden I woke up and I started seeing the negative part of disability. I started resenting my parents. I started being bitter, hating people being on the streets because they're disabled and they are the reason why people think I am like them.
Wow. So hold on. I mean, you said, it's a social construct, and in terms of the beginning, did you grow up disabled and quote unquote, how was it at home with family, with friends? You were a happy child?
Yes, I was.
Very
bubbly, crazy child. Like I'm a bit better an adult. I'm
Right.
refined, crazy, but
Right.
yeah, growing
Refined,
up,
crazy. I see.
growing up, it was just about being me, all of me. For instance, when I have to use the kitchen, they made me a little stool for my right leg,
Right.
so that I can, patch it on and I can do all the chores. My name was on the house rota,
Right.
so I have to scrub bathroom. We go for Pathfinders. It's like a girls' Boy Scout
Right.
sort of.
This is all in Ghana.
Yes.
I see.
In Kumasi.
In Kumasi. In the Garden City.
In Kumarica.
That's right. Have you got your passport yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. See Elijah, I think he's the one
I'm a
running.
native of the land.
Right. So you were born, and everybody treated you normally because to them, you didn't have any issues at home.
Yes.
They didn't treat you extraordinarily
No.
special.
Yeah, the specialness wasn't there.
Right. And what was it like? What were the challenges? How early did you notice that you were different from other girls?
Yeah.
What did you notice, and how difficult was that for you at such an early age?
It wasn't difficult, but this what is. People just use your imagination, okay? So my right leg is shorter than the left by 14 centimeters from the femur. That's the thigh bone.
Right.
So I was born with it, and I have a bit of lordosis. So there is a big curve in my lumbar, and
You need to educate us because we're learning. This is very important. Yeah.
and I have dyslexia and ADHD, which is a learning disability.
Right.
So I didn't really like school growing up. I won't lie, St. George's International people.
Yeah, did you know that you had dyslexia? I mean,
No, so that came
Exactly.
up later
So
in life.
was that a part of your behavior in school at home? Did it show?
Yeah, so people, ADHD, I get hyper sometimes.
Yeah.
But
But
you know,
it's cool to get hyper. Everybody gets hyper sometimes. Yeah, you get hyper. Feel free. I mean,
so like I was bubbly. I would be everywhere, and nobody ever said no. You cannot do it. If they're going up, they'll let me give it a try, and if I'm unable to do it, I just quit by myself. So I grew up learning my strengths and weaknesses through my experiences with people. Nobody put a leash on me. I mean, social leash, as in you can't do it. You shouldn't go out there. You shouldn't wear this. You shouldn't be that. I just did what I had to do, and I went wherever I wanted to go. Namichinipa.
no, Chimo. I see. Now we just said tomboy kakrana. Not really.
Not really, but everywhere, like my friends were mostly boys. So
Right.
Everywhere they go with my cousins, I
Right.
go.
Right. And at that time, one leg is what, 14 centimeters?
Yeah, then it wasn't that much. So as I grow, with my how do they call it? Focomelia.
Right.
It's a big word. Don't keep it in your head. It's just a term.
Yeah, can you tree? Your thighs?
Uh-huh.
Tree cry. Yeah, can you say? Thigh.
I don't know. Me right ni. Sereno Dompe is
Right,
short.
right. All right.
And with that, and then also there are others. My right leg doesn't have. You in the lower part of the leg, you've got two bones, a big one and a small one. I don't have the small one, and the kneecap. Mine is more of a cartilage. And it's not a bone. So that is how my beautiful right leg is.
You're so proud of your right leg. And your left is perfectly normal.
Normal is,
Right. And,
it's not special.
And so this didn't impact you negatively. I mean, clearly from your, what's the word to use? Your demeanor, what you've said, the way you've carried yourself, all along that time, you were just a normal kid.
Yes,
getting
I
on
was.
with life.
I was.
Chilling. In the
Breaking
garden city.
prosthesis, daddy getting angry. I will follow them, break it. It gets fixed, break it again, gets fixed.
Right.
Even now.
Must have been a thrill.
Not for him.
But I don't want to jump forward, but obviously as time went on, you've been able to do so well academically. I mean, you've done extremely well. And how is that so ironic with regards to you being dyslexic? Is that the right word? Yeah. In Tree, how would you describe dyslexia? If somebody
I don't
wanted,
know.
it's a learning disability.
So I think in Tree, yabeka ni say, nkrofo bi wɔ hɔ a, to say, not just dyslexia or ADHD or me finding boom. So you want nkrofo bi wɔ school maybe you want to me entna senche. As the class ni boring no na ope baby afa onto me the bia was
Right.
or energy was
Right.
active.
Right.
Ebi so wɔ hɔ a say ba na say ye kaya when we have to read. Reading like me for me B and D. I got to university, at Valley View University, that somebody actually made me know BD because I write them interchangeably, and
Really?
yeah,
Awesome.
it was.
I mean, not that awesome in a strange way, because as I said, I'll come to that. You're very established academically, and interestingly, because a lot of parents have problems with their children, they don't know what's the problem. They beat them. What's one thing? You know, you're stubborn.
Umpesku.
Umpesku. And this is a problem that a lot of African, or, you know, let's restrict it to Ghana, kids go
Right.
through.
True.
And there's no diagnosis. So how long was it before it was diagnosed that this is what...
For me, it was in University of Leeds last year, January
2019.
2019. So my mom actually thought I was dyslexic, and I mean, I was privileged to have my parents. They lived in the UK, and my grandma too. So they understood it, and working in the health sector made it easy for her to understand certain things. But she didn't even get it until when I started my master's. Then I was struggling with studies, and I started getting anxiety, panic attacks, just because there was so much work to be done.
You were not used to it.
And my mind just couldn't do that in the time frame. So I got a needs assessment, and then when they got to know it was dyslexia, they gave me everything I needed.
The support,
Yeah,
right.
for my study.
But Ghana, dear, Manasa, and I think you've been pushing.
Nabong.
You're right. You've been pushing it. There's so much to talk about, honestly. And I think I would later on try and get one of my colleagues, you know, one of the managers, Mr. Fred Amwa as well, to come in and also chip in, because this issue of dyslexia and ADS, attention deficiency syndrome, it's linked.
ADHD, attention deficiency hyperactive disorders.
So already you're attention deficient and you're hyper at the same time. That's what some people have.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it can be. It's also a spectrum, really. So like we've got autism, and it's a spectrum. People have got it really mild. You can see people have got it really
Extreme,
high.
right.
Like they can't even socialize. It's the same. So not no two people are actually the same. You know, not like you got malaria. Hey, I got malaria. No,
Wow.
it depends.
Wow. Awesome. Guys, Nana AC Williston, and I told you she's a champion, just totally out of this world, very different. And she wears her disability proudly, because for her, it's not a disability, it's an ability to show that she has the ability, right? Okay, however you want to put it. She's been able to do so much with this, you know, tag, as compared to we, the able-bodied ones, and the so-called normal ones who always make excuses. And she's our guest today. Dr. Pamadua will be also dropping down the do's and don'ts and these special abnormal times of COVID. Is COVID over? Is there a conspiracy? Should we continue protecting ourselves and others? It's a hot show. We're going to also get some music. I think Nanaesi has love for some musicians, and we'll be dropping that very, very shortly. Yeah, so it is the Sports Drive. Do send through your messages 050-6367-196 and tell us what you think. Before we drop some music, let me take a look at it. Just listen to this, okay? With over 7 years experience in public relations and fundraising, Nanaesi served as a fundraising officer at the Orthopedic Training Center, OTC, an NGO that supports children with impairments to gain independent and productive lives here in Ghana. And through her grand tour, an initiative that increased awareness on how organizational funds were used to support persons with disabilities, several local and international organizations increased their funding to support the works of the Orthopedic Training Center here in Ghana. In a previous role, Nanaesi provided guidance and counseling to children living with disabilities through her regular information sessions at the outpatient department of the Orthopedic Training Center. Her advocacy work has inspired the lives of over 500 young disabled people, being a strong voice for disabled children in Ghana and the UK.
Jail, cause them years have cost me. Don't get me wrong, lay something down if you force me. I'd rather just sit back and roll a Dutch. Think about how I'ma put the game in the Cobra clutch. Think about how I'ma get the cane over customs. Never underestimate killers or over trust them. Yeah, them M's is right in my face. I just gotta throw my Timbs on and tighten my lace. If it don't jam, the tech will spray. When I spit, everybody gotta split like pepper spray. Cause I'm a brother that hate to settle. And I'm a man of the Lord, but I still can't shake the devil. Moved away and still can't escape the ghetto. One fella with the perpetual oyster bars, mother of pearl delivery, voice of God, and it's hard just being the boss, B. And I can't go to jail cause them years have cost me. Don't get me wrong and lay something down if you force me. I'd rather just sit back and roll a Dutch. Think about how I'ma put the game in the Cobra clutch. Think about how I'ma get the cane over customs. Never underestimate killers or over trust them. Yeah, them M's is right in my face. I just gotta throw my Timbs on and tighten my lace. If it don't jam, the tech will spray. When I spit, everybody gotta split like pepper spray. Cause I'm a brother that hate to settle. And I'm a man of the Lord, but I still...
At 4:17, it's a sports drive, 89.7 FM. And, Nanezi, Matisse opinion pa. Yes, we've done our homework.
Max FM 89.7.
This is one of yours, huh?
I love Kingston Town.
Yeah, let's listen to Kingston Town and then we'll get back and, drill Nanesi on a lot of other issues. And also have Mr. Fred Amwa joining us to ask a few questions.
Max FM. Max FM 89.7.
There's magic in Kingston Town. Oh, Kingston Town.
La Posta.
The place I long to be. If I had your word, I would give it away just to see the girls I play. When I am king, surely I will need a queen and a palace and everything, yeah. And now
Max FM. Max FM 89.7.
From Kingston Town to Waterloo, quite different genres. And Nana, I think it's fair to say that your music taste is just like you, colorful. Why those two songs? It's not an inquisition, but I'm curious to know.
I have a history with Waterloo.
Right.
So I lost my
London
bus
Waterloo?
pass.
Oh.
I lost my bus pass and like everything in 2009.
Right.
I lost I don't know how I lost it, but you know me, I can
vanished.
lose stuff.
Right.
So I lost it on the train and I had to walk. My mom works at St. Thomas's. So although it's not a distance, but it is a distance. So I had to walk there.
As long as it wasn't winter. If it's winter, then you're going to be struggling. But go ahead.
So I got to a pub. I was going by it, and then they were playing it. That was the first time I heard it. And then, I put it on, and I've loved it since then.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a wallet song.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so welcome back. It's a very interesting conversation we're having here. And we've been joined by Mr. Fred Amwa. But let me see if I can get him in the conversation as well. Hello, can you hear me, Fred?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Get closer.
Thank you.
Well, you've already got bass. Dr. Pomadua, welcome as well. Let me see if I can hear you. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. Today you've got company. You've got
Yes.
your sister next to you there,
I'm
she's
excited. Her energy is rubbing off on me.
Charlie, the energy is, it's real. Yeah, so where you are now in life, how would you say that the journey so far, where you find yourself, and what you want to do about your, is it called a condition, situation? How would you?
It's called what is impairment.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you hope to laugh at that or sneer at that or say, nah, you ain't getting me? This is you're gonna play by your rules, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The impairment or the whatever it is, disability for you is a no-no. How are you doing that?
Yeah, it's about being honest with yourself. When you are afraid to look inside, then you can't really live, as I put it, all out and loud. But when you are able to know, like me, I stand on just one leg and then I put some bit of swag on it because this is my life. And I don't know how many days I've got in this life. I have to make each moment count. And that's how I do it.
Yeah, with a smile and, that gentleman over there, Mr. Fred Amwa, is one of our managers. And it just clicked that we've had conversations about children with challenges. And I think it's best to actually put it to his doorstep.
Right.
His own son, and it just clicked that, it just dawned that he would be excellent to talk to you, have a banter about it and how we can address it, because I'm sure there are many homes that have this, but it hasn't either been diagnosed or the children have been victimized, if I were to put it that way. Fred,
yes,
I'm sure you're happy to have our sister here.
I am very, very happy to see her, and I just need to say this. She's somebody that seems to have overcome most of the complexes associated and the stigma. Because they are very difficult, especially when you're growing up among children who tend to pick on you. And I just want to also address something. This issue about kids in school. In Ghana, such problems, they don't take time to even ascertain as to whether you have any learning challenges. And so first of all, I noticed my son's issues very early. So the school, I took him to schools. I actually scouted. I was looking for a school that suited him. And my purpose was to see teachers who are amenable to this kind of guy. You understand? And so when I took him to the school, initially, those I talked to, David had only problem. We would be crab on Timin Castle. But see, it was my son, and I knew there were issues with him.
Right.
But the school that I eventually settled on happened to have a head teacher who was a child psychologist.
Right.
And so that was the premise on which I selected the school. But going through education, every single class that he moves to, I make sure I go to engage the teacher and make sure that I tell them my son is a slow learner. I need to have patience with him. He's hyperactive, short attention span, and sometimes he tells you things that if you don't know him, you get angry with him.
Right.
Right. He's very precocious, and like you said,
Patrick precocious, not HSA.
No, I'm
All right.
Yeah.
Fidgets a lot.
Yeah, he calls me. He's the one who calls me in the office and tells me, Papa, we want data.
That's right.
He actually demands it, and so, and it's a very emotional thing with me. And so sometimes when I meet people who, look, you're my hero.
Right.
Yay!
Yeah, you see her reaction, yeah.
Yes.
And she wears it so well.
She wears the badge.
Yeah.
Because that is the key. First and foremost, you accept your condition, then you deal with it head on, right? Because you meet people who don't even understand the concept. Because in Ghana, dyslexia and then the ADHD are like
HD.
Yes.
Yep.
Are not common. I'm sure, no, they are common, but I'm sure parents are not even aware.
They're not known, yeah.
Enough to take them to for diagnosis and then possible treatment. Because, and I'm trying to bring up my child within the a normal environment where he's attending school with children who have issues and all that kind of stuff. So I make sure I'm very attentive to his mood swings. When he comes home, I ask him questions and all that. And he's very, how do I put it? He's brash. Yeah, he will just tell you what he wants to tell you, and then he doesn't. He doesn't
Brutal
care.
honesty.
Yes.
And I see, BBA to be related. Are these
Very, very, very well.
right? And in your case, how teachers until some time now teach and they say you cannot do this because others might feel uncomfortable. No, how were you dealing with that?
I mean, I didn't know with the dyslexia, like, I didn't know. ADHD, I didn't know. Just that they would be like, oh, nanisi de nanisu yeshe, and that's it.
Right.
But later, like, I don't know how my parents did it, but now that I volunteer for children with such conditions, I can see some cognitive behavioral therapy in how I was brought up, because like I had this anger, I could feel my emotions, and people like, you were too much, and even now you're brutally honest, but
It's a bar.
This is it.
Out.
so now I've learned to sit with it. That is
Control
a part of my life I'm still exploring.
Right.
Like the physical, I can check it off the list that I've done it, I've overcome it. I know how to wear my physical impairments. I know how to, manage my pain, because I have chronic back pain.
Right.
And
as a result of the
it's from my body's
imbalance.
posture.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
So because it's asymmetrical, I get backache. And I know that it's pain. I can't fix it. I don't have to be bothered. I can't kill myself because of it. So if I need to lie down and tell people, you're going to get the work in a month, and that's the truth. You want it in a week? No, you're going to get it in a month. I let you know, because that's my truth.
right.
And that is the struggle right now for our Ghanaian community to really accept diversity and learn inclusion.
It's a problem. I have Ghana pass.
A big problem.
Big problem. And just say nipa person can't the uncomfortable truth. No crana but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing to address this?
So I'm excited to tell you.
Yes.
Right now I run a charity in Takwa for inclusive education for disabled people. I don't own it. I'm just a CEO, and I have a new TV show coming up.
Wow.
Where I'm kind of fishing out parents and people with impairments that have overcome the odds, and people like me, really. And I'm trying to live my life in a way that wherever I go to, they wouldn't remember me for being hyperactive, but they remember that I have a positive energy when it comes to disability. Actually putting disability in a positive light, that people wouldn't see me and be like, oh, poor thing.
You don't want sympathy.
I don't mind if I have pain in my leg, man, please carry me. But I wouldn't want the pity party that makes me feel like I'm nothing.
Right.
People, every human being wants to be seen, wants to be valued, wants to be heard. They want their dignity protected.
Managers, are you listening? Every human being wants to be valued, respect. That's all, man. And the funny thing is, people who should know better are the ones who are the worst culprits.
Unfortunately.
But unim, just say attention deficiency. Then pay school. But you have a master's public administration from the University of Leeds, certificate in psychology of fellowship from University of Oxford, Department of Continuing Education, and the list goes on. Valley View University. I mean, for someone who doesn't like school, who didn't like school, I think you've done a lot, remarkably.
I think I didn't put on the list that in class 2, if the one who was last in class didn't come to school, like I will be last in class.
My goodness.
And it was like the whole of my lower primary years. I was the last, but 1 or 2 in class.
And deep down, you knew that Bon, you know that you're smart.
Not really. You know, as I said, everything is about social constructions. When society organizes things this way, it's a framework in which everyone must be. And I have never really fitted in. I would say I've been like a big social misfit. If they say my bum, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's how you define it. But I always try to find another way to define it that wouldn't be so demeaning or negative or pitiful.
Right.
Just make it nice.
Oh, wow.
Now, can I come?
Nanaisi Williston is the lady you're hearing. Remarkable story. We probably won't be able to go through it all in this, show. We need to bring it back on all our platforms, radio and TV, because we do need heroines and heroes, role models, and I think we're lacking in that. She'll tell us how to get in touch with her via social media platforms and by other means so that you can link up and connect. She's doing an absolutely awesome job. We'll divert just a little bit. Go to Dr. Pomar. And then we'll come back and wrap up with Nanaisi Williston. The weight gain, remember? We've been talking about that. People are so fascinated and fixated with losing weight. Others actually want to gain weight. It's not a bad thing, And Dr. Pomar will be telling us about healthy food that could help you in that direction. Yep. So listen up. If you want to gain weight, listen well. And you can send through your messages on 0506 367 196. Right here on Max 89.7 FM. 4:33 here with DJ La Posta. And before we hear from Doc, Nana, what other songs you like?
The one that's playing now.
Yeah, so do your thing. I mean,
Old Town Road.
That's
I love
right.
it.
You like boogieing, eh? Yeah.
Take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is attached. Head is matted black. Got the
Max FM. Max FM. 89.7.
You can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley. You ain't been up off that porch. Now can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen?
Max FM. Max FM. 89.7.
The ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Bird, go, fuck. Rari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe, big dip on top of the roof, flexing them as hard as I can, eating halal, driving a lamb, so that I'm sorry though, got my coins like Mario, yeah they call me Cardi B, I run this like cardio, I'm the district in the jam, certified you know I'm gang, just the top and blood brand, oh he's so handsome, what's his name, I need the dollars. Beat it up like pinatas. Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula.
Oh yeah, real positive energy right here in the studio. 89.7 FM on Max. It's a sports drive. 4:35 in a minute. Dr. Pomar will be updating us. The last in the series of, weight gain, healthy food to eat to help you in that direction. And Doctor's been seated, trying not to jump out of his seat and boogie with Nanaisi. We're all trying not to. Yeah, it's that good. And we like it like that. Doc, what a lovely girl, huh?
Yes.
I know. I wish you just Charlie today. Let's not do it. Let's just dance. Yeah.
She never said she could live here. I could live here with her.
Yeah. We're having a great show today. So what's up, Doc? I mean, thanks for joining us again. We've been going through a series of trying to do the right things, eat the right food, sleep well, all the rest of it. Today, we're wrapping up on that. Healthy ways to gain weight.
Yes.
It's over to you.
Great. So, first of all, good afternoon to everybody. I just want to remind everyone to still observe the COVID-19 safety protocols. We've been saying it over and over every time, you give me the microphone. I feel I have to remind people because it's scary. A lot of people are walking around without wearing their nose masks anymore. It's like social distancing just packed and went to Mars. Everybody sanitizers. My mom even was telling me that nose mask and sanitizer sales have dropped. So it's like everybody's like, it's gone, please. Hibernation and gone are not the same. Until there's a cure or there's a vaccine, you still have to observe all the safety protocols. Protect yourself, protect your family and your loved ones. Make sure to wash your hands with soap under running water anytime you come back from outside or before you enter any place. Once there's soap and water available, please do the needful. If you don't have access to soap and running water, use a sanitizer. Try to observe social distancing. Keep your nose mask on your nose. Be conscious about it. I can't tell you how many people I see on the street with their nose masks beneath the nose. And then it makes me question, why are you wearing it? Like, if you're going to put it beneath your nose, then don't wear it. Because the whole point of wearing the mask is not just to protect those who are around you, but to protect yourself as well. And then another thing, coughing and sneezing. If you're going to cough and sneeze, do not cough into your palm, onto your hands. You're supposed to cough into the crease of your elbow, okay, or the long part of your sleeve. So not the part that's going to come to contact with somebody, okay. I think people also have lost sight of that. So it's a friendly reminder. If you're going to cough or sneeze, please don't cough into your hands. And some people also cough into their handkerchiefs and put it back in the bag, or cough into a tissue and put it back in the bag. That's like, okay, so I put the virus out there and I'm putting it back in my bag, which is it's pointless. Please try as much as possible. Yes, we understand that it can wear you out mentally, always having to be on alert. When they say like BB bo, and then I said yeah, who should be. Please, not that's not there, it's there. So let's all make it a point to stay safe and keep our distance. Now to the weight gain thing. Last week, I got quite some feedback. People were telling me that the mashke combination doesn't work. Please, if you're listening, I'd encourage you to send a WhatsApp. If you tried the mashke combination, what your results have been so far, just send it to the WhatsApp line. I'm sure I was going to go over the WhatsApp line again. 0506 367
Thank you.
Yes. So the mashke combination, all those who are saying that didn't work, please, there's levels to mash kinky. Remember, I said kinky is very rich in energy, and that energy is what is going to help you gain the healthy weight that you're looking for. But we didn't just talk about raw kinky. I mentioned adding healthy fats and protein. So there was peanut butter in there was milk in there was avocado in there, and for those who wanted something to sweeten it, you can add a little bit of honey or a little brown sugar. It's not really necessary, but you can if you want to. And for those who are really, dada bees, you can also add a little bit of yogurt, fresh, not fine yogurt, like fresh yogurt to it. So that's like extra protein on protein on protein. So please do the mashke right. Do right by the mashke. So now let's go to the other foods that can help you gain weight. Now, usually when people are trying to gain weight, one thing that a number of people are tempted to do is to start eating a lot of junk, which I'd like to discourage at this point. Okay, when I say junk, I mean like highly refined and processed foods that are not nutritionally dense. So it's too sweet, or it's made from any of, reprocessed flour, carbs. Please, those are not the kind of things that you want to eat to gain healthy weight, especially muscle. For the gentlemen who are looking for the biceps, the Mr. Ghana kind of form, and for the ladies who are looking for the booty, bigger lower body, please don't go with that. Go with healthy fats and healthy proteins. So today I'm going to leave you with healthy fats and proteins, which I believe everybody has access to. And then if there's a little bit of time, I'll add a few carbs here and there. So healthy fats, one of my favorites is 1,000. I don't know Oh, she says she loves it. Yes. Some people call them anchovies. They have all kinds of names, Keta schoolboys, whatever you want to call it. And Abobitaji, shout out to all my friends who live in the beautiful land that gives us the best tasting fish. Please. These are all rich in omega-3 and omega-6, really good for building healthy muscle. And you don't just eat it and sit there. You need to do some activity with it. So if you've ever heard, for the ladies, if you've ever heard that squats are good, yeah, squats are good. If you want to know more about the kind of physical activity that you can do to build your lower body, do get in touch. You can send a WhatsApp to 0506367196 or check out on my Instagram handle where I share information on these all the time. I go live all the time. It's _Dr. Pomar. Now, after the fish that I talked about, let's come to the nuts. I talked about peanuts last time. I'm going to stress on peanuts again. Then there's coconut oil and palm kernel oil. Both of these oils are very readily available locally. You can go to the market and get some. For the coconut oil, we'd recommend extra virgin coconut oil if you can, or cold pressed coconut oil, not the heated one. There's a difference in the flavor. If you know, you know. The virgin coconut oil has this really lovely, I think I'd call it a buttery flavor. It complements almost everything. For me, it's great. I know some people don't like the smell. If you don't like that, you can go with palm kernel, or you can go with soya or canola, okay? But those might not be as readily available as these ones, which are prepared locally here. And also palm oil. I need to talk about that. Palm oil too is really good. So if you are a fan of the Nkontomire abom and the garden eggs abom, please just add a little. Some people actually add peanut butter to it, just to give it an extra protein kick. And then they put the Keta schoolboys on top. When you add a boiled egg, yeah, you're good to go. For those trying to do it.
Wow. I'm sure you're writing down feverishly those points from Dr. Pomar. And you can get an _Dr. Pomar on Instagram, right?
It's _Dr. Pomar. Dr. Pomar it's one word.
All right.
So it's _Dr. Pomar.
Okay. Thank you so much. And God willing, Doc will join us again next week to bring us another healthy dose of to-dos and to-don't. I mean, to do and not to do. All right, our time is fast approaching 4:44. Yes, and as you said, it's _Dr. Pomar.
Pomar, yes, on Instagram.
All right, on Instagram.
If you're on Facebook, it's Miss Pomar, M-I-Z.
Okay.
Pomar.
Miss Pomar on Facebook, M-I-Z Pomar.
Yes.
And a big thanks also to Mr. Fred Amwa. Thanks for joining in and giving us your input as well. We're still here with Nana AC Williston. Still time for us to have a quick chat before we wrap up. How do people reach you? I mean, let me get this message so you understand why I'm saying that. I was so much touched by Nana AC Williston's energy when I first met her at the Orthopedic Center in Sawam. That's coming from Worthy Bro Joseph Kwashi, Knights of Marshall. Okay, you remember him, huh?
They gave a donation.
Oh, fantastic! Yes, he's one of those you've inspired, and I'm sure many more as well. How do people get in touch with you?
Okay, so I'm Nanesi Williston. The Williston is WILLISTON.
Okay.
On Instagram and on Facebook.
You've been busy of late, touring, talking to kids, adults as well, because I mean, as a parent, we heard from Mr. Fred Amwa and see how he was, delighted to meet somebody who has overcome, as it were, and his worry was for his son, how he's been dealt with, or how people approach him. Do we have a problem in Ghana with this? And how big and how serious a problem do we have? Do we even have statistics?
We actually do have, I don't say a problem, because when you know there is a problem, it's half solved. So we have a very wide gap in our Ghanaian society when it comes to inclusion for disabled people. Our statistics are not really definitive, and I would say with caution that we don't have the statistics that we need to write policies and then, implement them, or even put together programs that will create awareness and inclusion for various communities. And I would say that because everything in our social, even if I don't know if we've got a defined social welfare system, but everything in it is a top-down approach, as in it must come from the government. The government must do this. The government must do that. And it's either that or we are being overly religious or very ethnocentric, that we cannot really put these three wings aside and actually see people for who they are. So these things are kind of getting in the way with our top-down approach. So what I have decided to do now is to do a bottom-up approach. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's what we've been told. So I try to talk to everyone. And hey, shout out to Controversial Ama. I'm talking disability today, so please chill.
Okay.
She's my friend who says, you're always talking about disability. There is no conversation that you ever have without mentioning something disability. I'm tired. But this is why I want to do that. You will get tired, but at the end of the day, you can recognize or you can be able to identify people's needs, and it will create some awareness in you as an individual, and you will learn to include everyone.
Awesome. And it's worthy to mention that due to your strong passion for education on persons with disabilities, you've leveraged on several big platforms, including the BBC. Yeah, that's my former abode. It's great, and your program is coming up. There's a lot of interaction, which is very, very important. Look, good afternoon, DJ La Posta. Kindly wish my younger brother Ebenezer Kwafo happy birthday. This is big bro Yao Oko Ajeti. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Yao Ambufo. This is your boy Yao listening to you live. God bless you for the great work you're doing. The disabled woman really inspired me. Disability isn't inability. Okay, nicely put. Of course, she doesn't see herself as disabled. She's very able indeed. What's the revolution or the movement? Your movement. How do people get on board? Parents.
Yes. So
students. The media.
Yeah, I mean, parents, students, anyone out there. I'm actually gonna put my WEC number out so that people just want to talk. Trust me, disability in Ghana comes with a lot of frustration, and then it ends a lot of us in depression.
Ability to cry, the frustration, so you can imagine how it is. So you're fighting against the tide, but with a smile and a fist up. Let me ask you also, how do you relax, hang out, chill out? I mean, I see that you're on social media. You're an ordinary, average person like anybody else, doing extraordinary things. Do you sometimes get people coming at you in ways that gets you down?
Oh yeah. It's
Often?
not really people, though.
Not people.
People can't get me down.
Explain that.
Well, people can't get me down because at the end of the day, what used to be the breaking point, or let me say the tipping point, I made it, a stepping stone. So people are just people. Their opinions are theirs, and my life is mine. So.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Awesome stuff. Before you go, let's talk a little bit about your experience in the United Kingdom, schooling, life generally.
All right. So, shout out to my mom. She's listening from London.
Oh, mommy. Awesome.
And my grandma and my sister, they are listening in from London.
See the way you're just smiling and from... yeah, she can see you, of course, on Facebook.
And it's been awesome living there. Actually, I wouldn't say, as people think, that the United Kingdom does not have any problems. The disabled people, they are still fighting. And it's just been about half a century since disability, if I may put it, revolution became a thing. And people started chaining themselves to buses and stuff. And, you know, with all these
So they get their attention.
stuff,
Right.
yeah, they got policies changed. And it's good being there, you know, disability is seen, it's acknowledged, and support is there. Working at the Northallerton CAMS NHS, that's the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Service, was an amazing experience. Being up north, that was my first time being up north in Leeds and in beautiful, beautiful Yorkshire. It was great. And love to all my Chevening scholars from 2018. So I had a Chevening scholarship to do my master's, so my mom didn't have to pay.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I mean, hanging out, we've heard some of your music, you know, cross genre.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat? Where do you like to hang out? I mean, before COVID, obviously. And how are you coping with the COVID? What's it been like all this while?
Okay, so I so enjoy my own company as much as I enjoy yours. So when I want to hang out, most of the time I'm in Takwa. I go to Shooters Pub, people.
I can imagine.
So it's a nice place to hang out in Takwa. And Gaza, hey, shout out to you and the Real family. I'll see you guys next week.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where I hang out. But I love to, when I want to be by myself, I love to go to the beach or to some
Good choice.
to nature,
Yep,
actually,
good choice. Awesome.
to get the energy back and give it to the world.
Give it to the world. How soon are we to expect your TV show? And it's important that we follow you. Just remind us again on the social media, the various platforms, and the contact. You did say your working number, very important, so that people don't call you at midnight and 2 a.m., you know, to ask you silly stuff. So tell us, how do we reach you?
So on Facebook and Instagram, again, is Nana AC Wollaston. It's one at Nana AC Wollaston. And you can also follow Defying Heights on Instagram and on Facebook. And, you know, just when you meet someone, just be kind. Just think about me and be kind, you know. That's another way to reach me, actually. By not reaching me, but touching that guy next door that needs your support. And about my TV show, I'm just waiting for sponsors. So yeah, we penned and we waiting for you.
That's right. Awesome. Definitely, I'm sure we're going to have you back in this house on our various platforms. You've been a breath of fresh air and so delighted. Big thanks to Elijah for making it happen. He was beaming when he told me, you know, that you have to have this guy on the show. I said, okay, who's that? And I said, yep, bring it on. And here it is. This is part one. There's so many other areas, so many other things we can talk about, no doubt. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We wish you the very best. And you have our full support, you know. Our platform is here for you for whatever progressive work that you intend to do. And a big thanks also to the lovely Dr. Pomaya Dua. She'll be back next week with another round of tidbits and health guidelines to keep you in tip-top healthy shape. Is very important, as well as keeping tab with the COVID-19 protocols. Massive thanks, of course, to DJ La Posta, number one, DJ Holy, and DJ NY. I always have three powerful DJs in the studio. I can't go wrong. And to everybody else who supported, Ivans and the rest, Aiko, thanks. And that's it for today. We'll be back next week with more. Bye for now.
Drop the top and blow bread. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars. So just beat it up like a yacht.
Max FM 89.7.
That chick make him nervous.
Chimney,
Max FM 89.7.
Sing it. You know, every day,
Realest thing here in our world, brother.
We give thanks.
Oh, really?
You spend all that money on your watch. How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. You pick it with the shoes by your feet. Now pick and choose the friends where you keep. You now watch where you eat. When last you get a good sleep. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You better notice your blessing.
Sing it. Simplicity we use to survive. Many find it difficult because them ignorant and I. One alone they get in, I go live another life. Telling them again, but I'm not in a device. Life, no get chance too often. Put out some of the sadness and invest in a laughing. Time you take a stress, lifetime passing. Tell them say you love them for you see them in a coffin. Let me tell you this, man, I got good days, bad days. You know say you win up. Me with a trade house and car and cheddar. Just forget 1 more minute with my brother. So you get up, spend time together. Cherish every second of the day when you're there up. Gotta tell you, that you're the close man yesterday. You put an angel over
the simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings.